Hello, welcome to my Module 13 board presentation assignment. I'm Alex Natras. Today we'll be covering a quick background of my company, the income statement of this year, and the projected annual budget for next year. The purpose of this presentation is that I'm seeking the board's approval for next year's budget. After this presentation, I hope the board conducts their review, presents any possible revisions of next year's budget, and hopefully approve the final budget for next year. Quick background of my company: we are a theater company called Oddball Playhouse in Connecticut. The mission statement of Oddball Playhouse is, at Oddball Playhouse, we believe in enlightening, entertaining, and educating by creating theatrical works of the highest caliber that have a transformative impact on our audiences, our community, and our field. Some additional info: we have been a part of Connecticut theater since 1990, and we've really focused on reusing, recycling, and repurposing materials for our productions. This is my income statement. I understand that this can be hard to read and understand from this video. I have provided links below of all statements so you can follow along. I will also be zooming in on certain lines that I will want to address. So the first issue that I see from our income statement is the membership dues. For a company that has been around for over 30 years, our dues is very low at not even reaching $20,000. So we're hoping to increase that for next year. The second issue that I see is how much our fundraising events have brought in. $4,000, that's not a lot. When you look at the expense of fundraising, which is just over $23,000. Again, we're hoping to increase the revenue of fundraising and decrease the cost of fundraising events. When you look at the overall income, the overall statement of the income statement, we are in the negative, which is not good. We're hoping to at least break even for next year. That brings us to our projected annual budget for next year. Again, I provided a link below for this, but I will be addressing certain elements of this. So this is the revenue side, the expense side, the continuation of expenses, and the overall summary of both this year's and next year's. This year's, I've already talked about how we are in the negative, and I will go over how we will achieve breaking even for next year. Stay tuned. So the first thing I want to address is on the expense side of next year's budget. We are looking to hire a fundraising coordinator. We're hoping that bringing someone in for $20 an hour for 20 hours a week, we can take some of the pressures off other staff members so that they can focus on bringing in more membership, and then a fundraising coordinator can focus on doing what they do best, fundraising. As you can see, we are hoping to lower the expenses of fundraising. We found that a lot of the fundraising expenses were due to last minute purchases, which can be a surplus. By having someone really focused to plan ahead, we're hoping to negate some of those additional fees. And then also those staff members can focus on special events that will bring in more donors. So the expenses we're hoping to decrease by a little over $6,000. On the revenue side of next year's budget, by bringing in this additional staff member, other staff members can then encourage more members to the theater. We're hoping to increase the membership by a little over $37,000 just a side note, by bringing in more people, what we're expecting to see other aspects of the budget to increase for next year, such as our merchandise by $2,500. Just, I'm not addressing every single thing, but just it's in line with other revenues that we're expecting to see. Here at Oddball Playhouse, we are hopeful, but we're not delirious. Having a fundraising coordinator, we are really focused on the expenses, decreasing the expense because there were so many lackadaisical purchases that, but with special events, we are expecting a lower return. Again, we are hopeful for an increase, but we're really focused on lowering that expense. Something else that we noticed from this past year's budget was the set construction, and almost capped at $100,000. Here, we really took a look at materials and stock that we have, and we felt that we are pulling away from what we originally started 30 plus years ago, which was reuse, recycle, repurpose. And so we're hoping that next year we'll really take that to heart, and by decreasing the budget of just under $87,000, we're hoping that we can lower the set budget by just reusing materials. So the summary of our budget, as I've already covered, this year we're in the negative at just under $210,000. Next year, we're hoping to break even by bringing in a fundraising coordinator, cutting the set budget, increasing the membership, So hopefully everything will work out, and we're hoping that Oddball Playhouse will have a very successful company. This is my reference for this project. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.